Hello there. So today I'd like to talk about feminism, applying Chesterton's fence to feminism. Chesterton's fence is the idea you see a fence in the middle of the road. What do? Do you just break it down, or do you examine it and see what to do about it? If you can break it down, why it's up, maybe you should leave it up. Well, that's the idea of Chesterton's fence. Most people would agree. You examine it, you see what to do, and you deal with it from there. And I'd like to do that with feminism. I don't know it's actually been done, but I'm going to go for it. I think feminism, when it comes to rights in this country, I think we can all agree women should have always had rights. That's something we should be able to agree upon. I imagine we all do agree on it. I've heard literally a few people argue against it, maybe two people. I don't even know if I've ever heard more than two people argue against it who are on the right, mainly because they see that society's gone crazy and men and women are just not working together. And the way things used to be, it looks based off the numbers, off the divorce rates and all that stuff, that they worked better back in the day. And we just need to have roles and rules and all that stuff. So based off of that, I would argue definitely not what he's arguing, that women should not have rights. If the conclusion is women should not have rights, then I'm not on your side. I'm for the American dream. I'm for everyone having freedom, for everyone having rights. That's what I am for. That's what I believe in. So the second the person is saying, anyone is saying, well, these people can't have rights, they shouldn't have rights because of whatever reason, as far as I'm concerned, you're already leading into being a communist or a socialist or whatever. Any of these evil dictator things, totalitarian or anything like that. You're already starting to dictate over people's rights. You're looking to take away their freedom. Why? Because people were better that way. That's socialism. That's what they say. They always say that in socialism. Well, things would be better if we just did things like this and had things like that and blah blah blah, and it never works. And same thing here. It won't work. People fight against it, and you will lose. And okay. Anyhow, so let's examine this. The roles, the rights part, we can agree on. What I disagree on is the roles part. The roles part were the rules, how men and women function in society with one another. And that was changed with feminism, through feminism. That was changed to men and women having to do the same things and just fighting and butting heads to all be at each other's throats, trying to get the same things, trying to do the same role, fighting for who's the head of the house. Is it the mommy? Is it the daddy? Who's what, where, when, how, and all that stuff. And there's no more rules. The rules were stripped. So the way I would apply Chesterton's fence is to say, there was a fence in the middle of the road called, let's call it the patriarchy, for lack of a better term, I don't know, where the men were dominant over the women, but there was rules, whatever it is. So you had your patriarchy with rules and all that stuff. That was the fence that was up. Feminists came and they tore it down. That was bad. That they tore it down, not because the rules themselves were all good, but because that's all they did. I would argue what the next step to do would be put something better up. Have something better up that actually provides women with rights, but also here's the roles in our society, what should be for men and women and all that stuff, things we could maybe agree upon, things that are of worth. You need rules. You can't do anything without rules in life. You can't play a game without rules. You can't have a job, run a business without rules. You can't do anything without rules. Yet we're to believe that we're to function with our marriages and everything that we're failing in our lives, since feminism, as far as I'm concerned. You were to believe that we don't need it. We don't need the rules. But we're not even thinking about this stuff. We're just thinking feminism is the way, feminism is right, and we're not even considering where's the rules? What are the rules? Did we have rules? We did have rules. We had chivalry, and we had a way we were supposed to treat one another. There was more religious values in our lives. We actually believed in serving God as a family and all that stuff more in our society. We're becoming more secular along with feminism and all that stuff. And we're stripping ourselves from rules and all that. And it's, I think, really bad and hurting ourselves really badly. So I'm not specifically against feminism if feminism is about women having rights. I am specifically against feminism if you're talking about feminism as taking away roles from men and women and not interested in putting up new roles. There needs to be rules. We're not going to function or work without them. Anyhow, that's all I got for that. Share, like, subscribe. All the best. Thanks for watching.